Hello everyone and welcome to our first supplementary lesson of the term. This will not be replacing our other lessons, it's just something a little extra for you to do at home. So I just wanted to start with a quick introduction. Some of you might know me, so you can maybe skip this introduction at the beginning if you'd like to. But just to start with, for those of you that haven't had a class with me before, my name is Adam Miller and this is the presentation ECS 7 class, Wednesday first period. Okay, so let's start with a very quick introduction and then we have an activity for you guys to do at home. So first up, these are our class objectives, what we hope to achieve over the next 15 weeks or so. First up, obviously, is to practice public speaking. So almost every week, whether it be in small groups or at the front of the class, you will be practicing giving a presentation. So there'll be lots and lots of talking in this course. Number 2, become more comfortable using English. So I will not be grading your English ability. So if your English is not perfect, please don't worry. Okay, just try your best and try and use as much English as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be your best effort. And we're going to improve your speaking skills, obviously, writing skills, we'll be writing our scripts for our presentations, and our listening skills. Very, very important for presentations is to listen to the other presenters. Okay, so there are 3 main aims: speaking, writing, and listening skills. And I think possibly the most important, learn how to ask and answer questions. So for everybody that does a presentation, those of you in the class will have to listen very carefully and think of some questions for the presenter. Okay, so it's a very, very important part of this course, is asking and answering questions. So this is what I need from you. So first up, please prepare for every class and be ready to speak at any time. So there will be some homework for this course. It'll be nice and easy homework, but it's very, very important to the course. So please don't forget your homework. You'll also need a notebook and some writing materials. So please bring those as well. The next point, okay? Please bring writing equipment and a notebook. The textbook, I will bring copies of the textbook. It's a little bit difficult to get hold of the textbook, and because of the delay in the term, don't worry about the textbook. I will bring photocopies for you. And the last up, listen to your classmates and offer constructive feedback. Okay, so please listen carefully. Don't talk to your friends, don't check your iPhone. Please look at the presenters and listen carefully. And if they make a mistake, please offer them some feedback to get better in the future. Okay? Next up, the rules. And there are quite a lot of rules for this class. I do apologize. First up, please bring everything you will need to class. Don't forget your notebook. Don't forget your homework. Don't forget your pens and pencils. Next up, no chatting whilst the teacher or your classmates are talking. Doing presentations is very difficult. People can get very, very nervous. And if people are talking, it can be really distracting. So please, please, no talking. Next up, complete all homework assignments. Like I said, the homework is very easy, but it's very, very important. So please don't forget. And don't do it 2 minutes before class. Okay? Do it at home. Next up, try to use as much English as possible. Again, I won't be grading your English ability. If you make a mistake, no problem. Just try to use as much English as you can. And also, you can ask me a question in Japanese that's no problem, but I will probably reply to you in English. This next one, very important, do not work on other subjects in class. I know you've got lots of other homeworks and assignments, maybe your Zemi is very difficult, but please, in this classroom, just do this work. Don't do homework from other courses. Next up, please do not plagiarize. This means copy. So please do not copy off of Wikipedia, off of Google, off of another person. Do not copy your work. And do not self-plagiarize. This means do not copy your work. If you've done a project in another course and you do the same project in this class, that is not okay. Please don't copy your work. If you use a textbook or a website or a magazine or anything, please reference your work. If you need to know how to do that, please ask me and I can help you. Last rule, maybe the most important one, don't fall asleep in class. Okay, I know it's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, first period, you might be sleepy, but please try and stay awake in class. Okay, if you need to go get a coffee or an espresso or a Red Bull, that's fine, but stay awake in my class. Okay, next up. Oh, and if these rules are broken, points will be subtracted from your final grade. So if you keep forgetting your homework, if you keep falling asleep, your grade will unfortunately go down. So be careful. So this is quite important. This is our grading for the term. So first up, in week 4, we're going to do a self-introduction. A nice, easy presentation. You're going to come to the front of the class, maybe show some photos or some videos, and answer some questions. And this is going to be worth 20% of your final grade. Next up, in weeks 7 and week 10, we've got 2 small projects to do. This is Q&A, or a question and answer session. So you'll come to the front, do a very short presentation, maybe just 1 minute, and afterwards you're going to answer some questions from the audience. So for this project, your short presentation is obviously very important, but so are the questions you ask as an audience member. Okay? And our final presentations will be in weeks 14 and 15. It might take 2 lessons to do this, and this will be worth 30% of your final grade. And last up, homework and attitude in class will be 20% of your final grade. So like I said, the homework will be nice and easy, but it's very important. Please don't forget the homework. Otherwise, your grade will suffer. Right, so for talking in public, it can be very nerve-wracking. You might be a bit scared to come to the front of the class. But please remember the 5 P's. Okay, so this is preparation and practice prevent poor performance. So all this means is, please prepare your speech very carefully. Do lots of research, find some good photos or some videos, get everything you need for a good presentation. Make sure you're prepared. And then practice your work before you come to class. So I'll give you some class time to do some practice, but you must practice at home as well. You can practice the pronunciation of any difficult words. You can practice the time of your presentations. Okay? So preparation and practice are both very important. So last up, if you have a question, please come and see me after class. I'm a little bit busy this term, but I've got 5 minutes after class and we can arrange a meeting time. You can also find me in shared staff room number 1, which is on the 6th floor of building number 1. So I am rather busy this term. I've got lots and lots of courses to teach. But if you've got any questions, please email me. Okay, my email is here, almiller@asu.aasa.ac.jp. I'll also put this in the description below, and you can email me with any questions you might have. Okay? So, that's everything for the course introduction. Next up, we're going to do a quick activity which you can do at home.